Hi. To those of you who know me, welcome. To those of you who don't, my name is Megan Warren, and I'm a coach helping you shift from self-abandonment to self-abundance to create really transformational and positive change in your life. I've started a blog series on this topic, how we don't show up for ourselves and how we self-abandon in 6 different areas, and some tips and tricks that we can practice to start showing up for ourselves and live lives of abundance. In the first topic, the mental area, I find both in my practice as well as my personal experience that the inner critic is one of the primary drivers for our mental self-abandonment. So I thought I would kick this series off by sharing a little bit about how, my own personal story with the inner critic. Both to show you that you're absolutely not alone. Even those of us working in the space still struggle with this. It's a lifelong process, but as well to show you that major change is possible. So in a very short story, I will say that I have been working over the last 3.5 years really intensely on silencing my inner critic. And I've gotten a lot better at it. So when my son was born, because at that time I defined my self-identity almost entirely with my career, I had put myself in a place where really only ultimate failure was possible because I couldn't do my job at 100% and I couldn't do my new job of being a mother, a single mother to an infant at 100%. And so I started working on it and I got a lot better. And I was doing really well right up until this pandemic. And then, I'm scaling my business and now I have my 3.5-year-old son at home. And I thought, well, I'm going to use this as an opportunity to really excel in all areas. And of course, this is unconscious because you're not thinking that your inner critic comes back out. They're very insidious and very sly. And so I started thinking I'm both gonna get out there and really reach out to people and help them because it's a period of time where people need, a listening ear. They need some empowerment. And this is a perfect time for coaching. And then I thought, well, I'm also going to make time and space to be a perfect mother to my son. And I'm going to teach him his ABCs and I'm going to potty train him. And of course, the first week went by and it was a struggle, but we got there. I got some things done. And then the second week is when it all fell apart, and I found myself in tears on the floor again, essentially. And I thought, how did I get here? And it's because I stopped paying attention to that inner critic who came back and who started telling me all the things I was doing wrong and all the ways that all the things I had said I wasn't achieving. And so I took a moment. This period of falling apart was much shorter than previous times. And I took a moment and I went back to basics and I started the self-judgment journal and I started refuting it. And I started backing out and looking at all the different angles and perspectives and choosing the reality that helped me move forward, that helped me recognize how well I was doing and that I was doing my best. And it is transformational because in the last 2 weeks, nothing has changed. My son is still at home. I'm still struggling to scale my business, but I'm doing so with joy, with happiness. I feel good in my skin. And that's the difference. It's not that the external things change. The variable that changes is how you cope with it. When you mentally start showing up for yourself and you silence that inner critic, you bring back joy in your life. You bring back hope and you bring back pride. You can be proud of what you've done. So if any of my story, or when you read the article, if it resonates with you and you'd like to start exploring how you self-abandon and how you can show up for yourself, I have lots of tools to share and I would love to talk to you. So just head to my website, meganwarrencoaching.com, and schedule a 30-minute free call with me. Be well.